Seriously, what advice would you give to like guys that are just recently enlisted? And the reason why I bring this up is I think this is important. Like to me, the financial side of things, understanding money
Yeah.
is probably one of the most important things you could do when you're young in
For
your
sure.
teenage years.
Yeah.
You know, we all need it. And to have the freedom of living the life you want, you absolutely need it. What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self right now?
Financially?
Yes, financially.
Man, I was bad. I was that person that maxed out the credit cards.
Perfect.
And into debt.
Perfect.
You know, I think back to when I enlisted in the military, they had this thing called the Star Card, military Star Card. And I didn't understand credit cards. To me, that meant I had $3,000 to spend to get new boots, like to get whatever I wanted. And I maxed that thing out. And it probably took me a good 2 years to pay it off, right? When it comes to people joining the military, especially young people, we develop bad money habits because you know your check is going to come on the 1st and the 15th. It's not something you ever worry about. You don't ever worry about money not coming because it's going to come on the 1st and the 15th while you're in the military. But the thing that most vets and most people in the military don't realize is how powerful of a tool they have while they're in, especially with the VA loan, to be able to buy a home somewhere, live in it for maybe only a year. You get stationed somewhere else, and now you have this home that someone else is going to live in and accrue wealth on. And if I knew that concept as an 18-year-old, as a 26-year-old, like being able to have a house in every place that I had ever lived that is being rented and accruing wealth, that would have been a complete game changer. And for somebody who spends 5, 10, maybe 20 years in the military, they could have gotten out of the military as a millionaire, understanding these very basic concepts.
How many houses would you have right now?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad nobody's asked you that.
Yes. At least 6.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would look nice on the portfolio, right?
Yeah. And I think back to when I lived in Colorado. So I lived in Colorado Springs before it got like super built up, and I bought my first home. It was a townhouse when I was 26 years old with $1 down, a VA loan, brand new build. You know, the appreciation on that thing was wild. If I could go back, I would have bought a different house a year later and a year later. And I spent 5 years in Colorado. So that would have been 5 different houses in a market that is surrounded by 5 military bases and a university that would just continue to grow.
So you're telling me housing is always going to be a necessity in
For
that
sure.
area. Oh, got it.
Sure.
Okay. Just confirming. You know, it's interesting that you said that guarantee of the 1st and the 15th. Just at the event, I talked to a veteran that served for 26 years, and he's about to get out. And I asked him, I said, what's the scariest thing about leaving? And he said the 1st and the 15th.
Because you're so used to for sure money. Like you never have to think about it. You know it's going to come in. If you've got USA, it's going to come in the Friday before that. Like it's great. But it also creates bad spending habits.
Right.
Because there's no reason to save if you know that it's going to happen. And that's where I was for so long.
So definitely understand where your money's going.
Right.
Buy as soon as you can, and after a year, buy another one.
Yeah.
So, which means get a side hustle. I highly encourage side hustles, especially. Would you buy in California?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's tough as an investment right now.
Right.
Because I think, and I'm no forecaster, but I think you're not going to see the same amount of appreciation in California as you would in different states. Just because the incomes have not caught up to the home prices here, especially in Southern California. But there are still ways to buy here. Like there's still ways to be a profitable real estate investor. People are doing it. But it takes a little bit of knowledge. It takes a lot of action and understanding the market that you're in and what makes the most sense for that.
What do you think has been the biggest impact in you achieving the financial freedom to live the life that you want? What is the biggest, like the one thing that stands out in your mind, like I did this and this is what changed my life?
So I think understanding how to manufacture money.
Okay.
You know,
elaborate.
as a business owner, you have to understand how to create money, right? Because no one is paying you on the 1st and 15th. I'm not getting money from anybody else. Like no one's writing my paycheck. I have to know how to create money, how to manufacture money. That skill in itself is something that really set my mind free in what's possible, because now I know how to manufacture money. I know how to create money in our life. If I really need to, I'm going to hit the phones. I'm going to start wholesaling. Like, I'm going to find great deals that I know are out there because I know how to do it. But without that knowledge, people are like, where does the money come from? As an entrepreneur, you have to learn how to manufacture money.
If you enjoyed what you saw, like, share, comment, and forward to someone that this will bring value to. Thank you so much for all the support. We appreciate it.